I pretty much have my brute force fist build where I want it to be at the current moment. This is the build that I have been using in every video that you have seen. This build allows me to pretty much control most games and fill the role of tank perfectly in many aspects. And I'm going to explain each integral part that you need to recreate this build, and then I'll tell you about the more of the flexibilities, the interchangeable ones that you'll want to move around depending on what you're going against. And remember, the brute force fist build is the build that you want to use when you want to just get in there and fight hard. This is for Doomfist mains who enjoy the brawl aspect of the character. If you want to get in there and feel like you're fighting, feel like Doomfist, just this is the build for you, okay? So first and foremost, this is the most important part of the brute force fist build. This uppercut is what makes this build, okay? The uppercut is necessary for multiple reasons. It adds a lot more movement. That alone gives Doomfist an advantage over most characters. If you are in there fighting with your original leap slam, you got that slam, you can go anywhere you want. You have your punch, and then you have your uppercut. That allows for combos, and it allows for you to get out easier. All right, you have a lot of elevation now. You can pretty much fly in certain situations. So the uppercut not only adds a lot of movement to your gameplay, but it also adds a lot of combat and a lot of combo potential as well. And I like doing that. It brings back that old DPS Doomfist flow, and it kind of helps as well because if you're like me and you be missing shots sometimes, uppercut allows you to knock them into a direction that you want, so you're taking control of the fight. And then since you knock them into a direction that you want them to go, you can kind of pre-aim and already be ready to shoot them, which it basically gives you a gather step to solidify a kill or confirm a kill in a given situation, mostly like one-on-one situations as well. But the uppercut can uppercut multiple people, so it's a disruptor as well. Doomfist, especially DPS Doomfist, one of his biggest things was to be a disruptor. Sometimes you're not going to kill anything. Sometimes you're just meant to go in there, disrupt the team, the enemy team, so that your teammates can get in there and do some work too. So uppercut, dude, you got to use it. It's so much fun, first of all, and it's very important into this build. All right, it's the main core part. This is our arc reactor, the uppercut. This is what makes brute force fist build. The next power that I like to go with, usually around 2, this is typically the one that I go with depending on how the game is going. If I'm really beating shit out, then I go with jab cross, but that's kind of rare. But overpowered is usually what I go with at about round 2. It says rocket punch can be further empowered when blocking, which is nice. I don't get it to that point very often, but it is nice when you get that extra 150% more damage with the power block, granting 25% more damage and 50% more range. A lot of what this build is as well, once I get into the items and everything, is we're putting a lot into the power block. Because if you put more into the power block, you survive longer and you get a charged punch easier, which just makes Doomfist unstoppable almost in some cases. And you guys have seen it on my channel. So I'll get to that in a second. But this helps here because it gives you that extra damage and extra range in certain situations that can just completely obliterate a team. So putting more into your power block is important for this build because that's what turns into the power. That's what turns into you being aggressive, is everything that you're getting when you're blocking, because you end up blocking a lot because Doomfist is a tank. He's taking a ton of damage constantly in the battlefield. So it's smart to put some power in your block. That way you can redistribute it. Think of it as the Black Panther movie, the Marvel movie. All right, you're sucking up all the energy and redistributing that shit back to the team. That's basically what you're doing. That's why people say don't charge Doomfist, because that's literally all you're doing. You're taking all that damage, busting it back at the team. And then by, what is it, like round 4, whenever you can get another power, I typically go with jab cross, just because I'm at this point, I'm usually in their face. All right, I'm usually in their face, fighting, slapping them with my quick melee, with my uppercut and everything. This just allows me to do it a little bit quicker and be a little bit more efficient. Not too much depth with that one. It's just, it assists the aggressiveness of the build pretty much. So, and then eventually I go with the bestest defense. If I don't pick that one, I usually go with Boomfist, because any ability that allows you to have a cooldown reduction is very helpful. So when I need a cooldown reduction and I'm not getting it enough in my items, I usually go with this, and I get 5% ult charge for an extra enemy hit with my rocket punch. It's so broken. So you're getting ult charge for just punching, and you're getting power block as well. So honestly, I would say use Boomfist more often than you would use the bestest defense, depending on how you play. But as far as brute force fist build goes, I would say use Boomfist, and I need to edit that. Boomfist is a lot more useful just because any type of cooldown reduction is helpful, along with hitting multiple enemies, giving you 5% ultimate charge. You're just rolling everything out, I'm telling you. Getting meteor strike and everything is perfect. So let's get into the items. So the items are basically going to buff the powers pretty much. This is the most important one. You need power bank. Power bank is going to allow you to pretty much take even more control of the battlefield. This ability makes you or gives you the ability to charge your rocket punch indefinitely. All right, this pretty much what you've seen in my videos. You're just sitting there waiting, you're scanning, hunting for your next target, you're watching the battlefield, seeing what's going on. You have a charge punch, you can do whatever you want with that punch. You could fly across the map, you can punch a bunch of people into the wall, you can do anything, and you're just sitting there waiting for a play. And it is the perfect thing because eventually someone's going to come into your line of sight. Somebody's going to come right where you need them to, and you're going to bust them out. All right, first round, I hit these two right here, and then I go into my items and I go to ability, and this is usually my first round build. And then once we hit the second round and I get enough money, I go for this immediately because it just allows for so much more control over what you're doing. You don't have to fly in there. It's like when they gave Reinhardt the ability to cancel his charge. Okay, it's like you, instead of canceling the fist though, you could just sit there and set the play up. It's perfect, bro. Coupled with this, all this, you go in there, you waited for the play, you knock somebody out with a charge punch, but you don't kill them. Easy uppercut finish. All right, even if the uppercut doesn't kill them, you can shoot them. All right, it sets up the play perfectly for you to do whatever you want. So get power bank. That's the first one you want to get when you have enough money. That's what I always go with. Nano Cola is a baseline item. I feel like it's great to always have in the beginning until you get more money. So I usually always go with that one when I'm able to afford it. It's not that expensive, 5,500. So just grab that, get your ability power up. So once you're in there slamming and uppercutting and punching and meteor striking and all that, you're getting more value out of it. And that's pretty much what that is for. The next item that I go with is dual layer dampener, which is integral because there are a lot of burn abilities in Stadium. I've noticed like a lot of burn situations be happening, and this just helps with getting your power empowered punch more and protecting you against the burn because it's just so annoying. You get burned a lot, especially if you go against Ashe. I go against Ashe all the time, and she shoots like 20,000 dynamite. So this is going to help you not take as much damage. So when you're blocking already, and usually instinctively, Doomfist, you block when you're on fire and getting shot at. So this just helps you recover better when you're getting burnt out and shot out as well. Next, I go with Power Matrix. I try to get Power Matrix as soon as I can. It really just depends on what I'm going against. Sometimes the dual layer one is better, but Power Matrix is just Doomfist perk from the core game. It absorbs projectiles for the first second, so pretty much you're sucking up everything. And this is just a get out of jail free card pretty much. And this is another very important part of the build because eventually people don't shoot at Doomfist. Like if you don't have this perk, you're not going to be really getting that many charge punches. I mean, there's some other items that you can get that makes it easier for your block to get empowered, but this just makes it 100 times easier because it doesn't matter what is going on. You're just sucking up all damage, everything incoming. So you're going to get a charge punch anyway. All you got to do is just jump in front of people who are getting shot at. It's a free charge punch. The team that you're going against is usually going to be shooting in your direction. This item allows you to just get a charge punch because they're shooting in your direction rather than they have to be shooting at you if you didn't have it. You know what I mean? So because you have this item, it's a free charge punch in most scenarios. So that's why it's so important for the brute force fist build, because the whole point of the build is to get as much empowered punches as you can, fly in there and use combos with uppercut and slam ability power to just chip away at their health and blow them out. It's so much fun if you're the type of Doomfist that just likes to run in there and blow a team over like I do. The next item that I go with later in the game would be quick charger, usually, just because it adds 10% progress to empowering. It just makes empowering your punch so much easier, and power block no longer resets progress for empowering rocket punch. So it costs 12,000, but you're pretty much unstoppable at this point. Anytime that you're using your block, which obviously is often, you're getting value. And for my last spot, I usually like to save it for some type of cooldown reduction, because you want to get your abilities back as quickly as possible, because that's what Doomfist is all about, is all of his abilities. So you have your uppercut, your punch, your slam, your block, you have all these abilities. So usually you're going to need some type of cooldown reduction to assist with the cooldown reduction that you have here with Doomfist. However, depending on how the game goes, I go for something that has a little bit more cooldown reduction, like this here. Iridescent Iris, which gives you 10% cooldown reduction and 20% ability power. This is obviously 12,000, and you got to be deep into a game to get it, but it's very, 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 very useful for just controlling the entire game and being a brute fist and getting in there and booming everything out. I would recommend saving a slot for some type of cooldown reduction. It is a good idea in most cases. It's hard not to be a good idea to get cooldown reduction, because you need your abilities to live. So usually I get this early on, and if I have enough money, I'm going to get Iridescent Iris, because it's just OP. And so you pretty much have a build that allows you to have movement and control over what you want to do. You can line everything up and be Doomfist pretty much. So the goal now is to put all of this into play. So we're gonna get into a game, and I'm gonna show you guys kind of how I choose what items in what scenario, and you can see the brute force fist build in action, even though you've already been seeing it in action. But you'll get to see it up close this time. Okay, here we go. First round. Like I said, for this build, we always go with uppercut first, and then we go with these two, and then I go over here to items, go to ability, and I grab Shady Spectacles, because this is just a nice little, you know, it's basically regular Doomfist, but with uppercut now, with a few little tiny sprinkles on top. It doesn't matter what I'm dealing with, I always go with those items as my first round picks. So here we go. Let's see if I can make something happen tonight against Reinhardt. If I'm dealing with Reinhardt, sometimes I'll use Burn Fist. Oh, I missed. Because I like going through his shield. But this is a build video, so I'm trying to stay true to the build here. Ding! Oh my god. Powered up. He's over. Sorry, Sojourn. She thought she could get away from me. No, no, no. It's so much harder to run from Stadium Doomfist. It's hilarious. Okay, I need to lock in. I gotta lock in for this video so you guys can understand how the build works. Wow, she went up high. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Where is he? Dang, blew out too. That's amazing. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Why'd you even try it, buddy? Don't mention it. I don't know why he tried to. See, look, having uppercut, I'm telling you, bro. And I know that there's some people who, you know, they're not fucking with uppercut. They're like, it's useless and shit. But it's actually really helpful. Meteor strike. Oh, shit. It's a disruptor. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the uppercut is a disruptor, bro. That was a great first round. First rounds usually go good because Doomfist with his abilities, but I'm telling you, having that uppercut just changes the way you can play the game, bro. That was a great first round. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So let me finish my statement as I'm picking the rest of my stuff for my build. So remember, like I said, always go for power bank as soon as you can. It allows you to set things up and get things moving. Now in this case where I just made a bunch of money and I was playing really good, I'll probably stick to, I'm not gonna lie, that Wuyang Splash just scared the shit out of me. I'm probably gonna go with Nano Cola for now just because it's a safe pick, and then I'll see how this round goes and then make my decision. You guys will see. But I know that there is some opinions about the uppercut, right? People saying that it is useless or not as effective as some of the other powers that you can get on round one. For my playstyle and for this build, in particular, that is the most integral part, bro, because it allows you to dodge shit and get out if you need to, and it allows you to do combos, set up plays, and do everything you need to do. So if you wanna run teams over and get in there and be aggressive, the uppercut, you need that. I'm just saying. But here we go. Usually on the second round, I get beat out because once they get into their build, it's just harder second round because I don't have too much. We'll see how it goes though. It could just be ass. Yep, just like Reinhardt, falling for the bait. Disqualified. Sorry, buddy. I'm just rolling your team out. Talking about Doom approaches. Hey, Juno. Die, bitch, die now. I can't hit her. This is the This is the only time that the crosshair being covered up by Doomfist gives me trouble. Hold on. Oh, dang, they killed her. No. I'm choking, I'm choking. Ow, ow, ow. Die, Iso. I'm about to die. Hear me, hear me, hear me. Thank you. Oh my god. My voice cracked, sorry. Sorry, Moira. Iso. No, I got stuck. Shit. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Thank you. I got stuck on the corner. Oh my god. Junkrat. Dang, Junkrat's fighting hard too. Yeah, easy. Okay, I wasn't expecting them to get run over that round. However, my teammates low-key are cooking as well. And obviously, any build that you're doing, having good teammates just makes it a lot easier. But we still have a long game ahead of us. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, that's usually where I go to. So this is a good example because during times where I'm running the team over, I would usually go with jab cross, but I'm low-key getting charged up a lot. So, or I could get this. I don't know. See, this is where the decision making comes into play because there's a lot of ways that I could go with this, but I feel like one wrong decision could cost us the round, and it's between Doomfist and Overpowered right now. I'm trying to figure out the pros and cons. Could get my ult quicker, or I could go further with Rocket Punch. Let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. And then, do I have enough to afford this? Oh yeah, gotta go with Power Matrix, guys. I told you. See, look, I already have a charged punch. And one of them's already dead. Okay, he got destroyed. Yes. God damn, I gotta get you though. Sorry, murderer. I know that punch looked crazy. God damn, I can't hit her. No! Missing my shots. Thank you. God damn it. Fucking Juno. I can't hit that bitch. No. Thank you. That punch on E was crazy. Sometimes you gotta do some crazy shit to win. Alright, here we go. Sorry guys, I'm missing my punches on Juno. I'm ass. I'm low-key ass. Didn't miss that one though. It's not gonna matter. Ah! Oh. I want this. God damn, I was gonna get her eventually. You gotta make it big. You gotta make it big, Junkrat. Junkrat! No, he's not doing shit. What is he doing with his tire? Yes. No. Goddamn wall. Rising strike. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, buddy. He's Earth. That was a beautiful little combo. Okay, did he put a trap right there? That was big. That was it. I didn't even get to do the full build. Bad. Bro, I didn't even get to show the full build because they just got run over because their team was ass. My team was good. And he just couldn't compete, I guess. See, I couldn't even, I was about to make this whole thing, make it a whole video. Shit. Well, I gotta play another game in hopes that it goes longer so I can show you guys the full build. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, well, I guess we're just back to square one. See, now I'm at a crossroads though, because it's like, do I just skip to mid-game so that you guys can see the rest of the build, or do I leave all of this round into the beginning rounds? I'm probably just gonna cut to when I'm getting more into the build, because you guys got to see exactly what I was talking about. Everything that I described at the beginning of the video, you just saw it. That's what I love. See, I didn't want to do a stadium video, them stadium videos where they're like, hey, this is the build, and they're just in the practice range, and that shit don't be translating. I wanted to show you guys that this build that I have right here, brute force fist build, you know what I mean? You're not gonna win every game. You might not win every game. You might not do good every game. But I tell you what, though. Some games, you might run shit over, just like you saw right there. So it's worth it to have in your saved builds. You can have 10 saved builds. You might as well include the brute force fist build, because you see what it can do right now. So, but yeah. I'm about to do the same thing, basically. I'll cut to when it's late game, because I bet we're going to get beat out by Sigma, because Sigma's actually really good. So I'm sure this will go late game so you guys can see the build. Win or lose, we got this hit. Let's go. Bang. Alright, I couldn't kill Junkrat though. Rising strike, nice. Low key, I need to switch up the build a little bit because I am getting burnt out by Ashe right now. She's burning us out. I already understand this. This is normal. So when this is happening, like I said, dual layer, way better, because it's going to help me recover from getting burnt out all the time. And then since we are doing relatively well, because my DPS is quite good, I'm gonna go with a little bit of extra cooldown reduction. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Meteor strike. Coming for you next, you know. Oh, I get it. Junkrat's burning me too. Come on. I see why I'm dying so fast. He's got burn rat. Ah! Help me. I missed. No. I'm sorry, guys. It's all right. We had transcendence. It's good. No. This is one. Not really trying to deal with all that. No. I see one. Sorry, Lucio. Me and Junkrat are here fighting for it. Ow! Ow! Yep. Junkrat in my back. I didn't see him. He blew us out. No. Dang. That was a headshot. Sorry. Pushing you out of the way. Yes, but you're still going another round. At least this goes further. Chat. Oh my god. I was getting beat out. And okay, so in this situation, it's even harder because I'm getting burned by Junkrat grenades, burned by Ash at the same time. She shoots 12 dynamite all at once. So I'm taking a lot of burn damage. So this is why building into power block is so important. So now I'm gonna absorb projectiles, so I'll get charge punch quicker, and I'll be able to live longer because I'll be sucking up all the damage, and I'll be taking way less damage. And then the damage reduction of the block is increased anyway, and it's all coming together. Hopefully this round will be easy. I doubt it though, because we're gonna be inside this building again, and I'm just gonna be taking nades and dynamite to the face. But hopefully we can come out on top. My teammates are really good. I'm getting some good teammates tonight. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god! He's shooting so fast. That's gonna destroy me. Oh, he ran away. Ow. Okay. Yeah, we're about to get rolled because. Oh my god. No! Yep. We're about to get rolled because Junkrat's playing into his build. Holy shit. Sorry, guys. I'm the disruptor. Is that it? Alright, bro. Honestly, I got carried that game, but you kind of got to see a little bit different experiences. That's where the build, you got to tweak it a little bit because Junkrat and Ash were running me out. I'm not gonna lie, I barely had a chance to do anything. That game, I just played the role of a disruptor, and it ended up working, and we won. So, shit, man. I don't know if I'm doing justice to the build or not. You guys aren't getting to see the whole thing. Oh, lovely. I made it to pro. Stadium is literally so easy. This is nothing. Okay. I honestly, I don't even know, guys. I'm afraid that if I keep sitting here playing more games, it's just going to get to a point where I'm just playing to lose so that you guys can see the build. And I apparently I'm on a win streak tonight. I don't know what's going on, but that pretty much, that's the build. Okay. You guys see how it works. You see what you got to do. You see what it allows you to do. You see where you're hit with adversity. You kind of got to tweak it a little bit and hope for the best. Sometimes going to be difficult. I was missing my shit at the end of the game. So, you know, if you're actually hitting your punches and everything, it's a lot easier. But yeah, brute force fist build. It's something that I think can go in your slot of saved builds just in case you feel like playing aggressive one night. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the build in action. I don't know what else to really say. I feel like I can sit here and play forever and try to lose. But you guys have already seen all my other videos, you know what I mean? And if you haven't, go check them out. The build works, and when it doesn't, you can see that you got to switch it up a little bit and just try your best. You're not going to win every single game. Don't go in it with that mindset. This build is not the win-all build, okay? You're not going to win every single game, so just try your best and use my build, the Brute Force Fist build, as like a baseline. You know what I mean? For if you want to change it to tailor it to how you play Doomfist. So I was just trying to give you guys an idea of what a straight up aggressive Doomfist build could look like. This is what works for me. I have a great time. So yeah, Stadium is fun. I'm having a great time with Doomfist in Stadium. Hopefully you guys are as well. I appreciate all of the support on all the videos. And what inspired me to make this video was a comment left by somebody saying that, you know, I leave out the build construction in my videos and it's always just highlight reels of the rounds. So I want to know if you guys are interested in seeing more of my build construction being left in the video, or if you're fine with just the highlights, if you find that to be more entertaining. Please let me know, because I don't know. I don't include the build construction because I thought people might think it's boring and shit. So just let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what videos you guys want. I'm here to make some content for y'all. I'm having such a great time entertaining. And yeah, so Brute Force Fist build. That's how you do it. That's all you gotta do. And yeah, so I've given you guys the knowledge, the power, the understanding of the Brute Force Fist build. So go out there and make me proud. Give those guys hell in Stadium and push them over with Doomfist. If I can do it, you can do it too. And maybe, if you're lucky, one day you'll be able to fight me, the originator. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video that I make.